Hi, I'm Dr. Alan Lifton. I'm here for BrainSplained, and today I'm brainsplaining about basic health, and we're in basic health, this section on confusion. So today we're going to start with understanding why we have some confusion and some wrong thoughts about how to approach issues that are related to basic health. Things come in two different types. There's things that are fundamentally binary, and there's things that are continuous variables. So binary things are inherently either one way or another. They can only be two different ways. A light switch is either on or off. There's contact between a piece of metal and there's electrons flowing, or there's not. You're pregnant or you're not pregnant. You're dead or you're not dead. These are binary outcomes. It's inherent in the property of the concept that we're talking about, that it comes one way or another. And then there are things which are continuously variable, and that's a property of the thing we're talking about, like temperature. It's infinitely variable. You can't really say something is hot or cold. You need to know how hot or how cold it is, and it could be a little hotter or a little colder. Insanity, or being crazy, is not really a binary outcome. Sometimes we like to think that it's those people are insane and I'm not, and that thinking isn't really the way it is. It's a continuous variable. So there's three pieces of insanity. There's hallucinations. Hallucinations are when you have an experience of something that isn't real in one of the primary sensory modalities. So you're seeing something, and what you're seeing is in fact not there. You're hearing something and there's no sound that correlates with it, or smelling or touching. Those are hallucinations. The other component is delusions, and delusions are when you experience thoughts that are contrary to objective reality, but you persistently think those thoughts. And thought disorders are when your thinking doesn't follow either rules of logic or rational deduction. So you don't necessarily have alternative factual information in your thinking that you've predisposed your thoughts about, but you still came up with wrong answers. And so a lot of what goes wrong in our lives is because we've got some type of craziness, so we're not thinking properly, and it's going to have a big impact on our health and our generalized well-being. And so the first example is the donuts in the zoo. So we do a thought experiment about going to the zoo, and when we go, there's someone important with us who's in the 6-7-year-old range, because those people tend to be our moral compass. And I come to you, and you're at the zoo, and you've got this 7-year-old, a grandchild, a child, or whatever, and I say, here is a box of donuts. And you take the donuts and hand them out, give them to all the animals. And you would look at me, and you would not want to give the donuts out to animals because you know it's bad for their health, and the zookeeper will get mad at you and they will throw you out of the zoo. And you're certainly not going to behave that way in front of a 7-year-old, even if I say, hey, you know, the monkeys love donuts, they taste great. You'll think I'm unethical for giving donuts to monkeys or zebras or giraffes. That kind of behavior is not right. It's not right because those are important animals, and it's not right because donuts are not healthy for them. Those are the reasons. And we know that humans are an animal. We know that humans are not a plant. We know that humans are not inorganic material. And if I give you a box of donuts and I say, take these donuts to the school and bring them to the little humans, you'll say, fantastic, that's a great idea. And everybody thinks, oh, we're being so nice. We're giving these animals, which is what they are, donuts. It's not sanity when I can say, it's unethical to give donuts to the animals. And I can say, it's so nice that you brought donuts for the animals. So when you change the words around and you clarify the thinking about giving the donuts to the people animals, it seems all of a sudden strange. But that's our delusion. That's the way. I mean, you may not have that delusion, but many of us have that delusion. Many of us think, oh yeah, we'll give the kids donuts or ice cream or whatever. So this is one of our wrong thoughts that has a significant impact on our ability to maintain a healthy lifestyle.